show, don't sell. This content game is a way for you to really build brand. It's not a way for you to advertise. So your focus shouldn't be to go up on there and be an infomercial and sell. I mean, if you want to do that, advertise. If you want to do that, run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, directing people to your website on that top of the funnel game. But content is a long game. Content is branding. Content is giving the customer value, not getting anything from the customer, giving value. It is a 51% to the customer, 49% back to you. It's a giving relationship. And what content is, if you're getting into content marketing for your small business, let's say you're an entrepreneur that owns a small business, an e-commerce product, and you're getting into creating content to sell more products, whether it's coffees, whether it's computers, whether it's fashion, shirts, a utility, a tool, etc., etc., etc. If you're getting into the content game to make money, you should quit right now. You shouldn't even be in the game. That's literally the wrong reason for being in the game, because the fact of the matter is, if you're a small channel that just created their brand and you're using it as a content arm, you're using that content arm to sell a product, and you go full on infomercial, full on sales mode, full on, hey, buy this now, and click, your CTAs are buy this now, you're in it for the wrong reasons. Because the matter of the fact is, people don't start making money off of content. I'm not even talking about ad revenue. I'm talking about where people just go funnel into the website years after they get started. The money doesn't start rolling in until brand is created, and brand is not created until community resonates with what you put out, and the community does not resonate with what you put out until you provide them value. And the number one value that I see a lot of people miss out on, and I don't understand why, because it's one of the strongest pieces of value, is entertainment. If you can entertain an audience member, you're in. And the next point is, entertaining doesn't mean you got to get up on TikTok and make dances. The second piece of value is education, knowledge. An interesting fact, how to do this, how to do that, how to accomplish this. That's exceptionally powerful. And, some of the other pieces of value is really inspiration, motivation. You have entertainment, you have knowledge, education, motivation, inspiration, and some of them might mean the same thing here, but it's really you're doing that before you're selling the value proposition of your product, right? You can go all the way into, an ad, but that's different than the long game, which is content. An ad might be, hey, is your back hurting? Have you tried our back brace, right? That's what you're trying to get at. You have a problem, your back's hurting. A back brace like this can help alleviate those problems. That's an ad. That shows a direct problem, that shows a direct solution. Now, your content can get, there might be fine lines between it. It kind of blurs in between. But your content can get into an ad type just like that, right? Showcasing a problem, then a solution, and then layer in between the pain and the solution is just payment, right? But that's later. That's after you kind of establish yourself. You really got to provide value. Maybe do a content piece. And this is where it's different from an ad where you're trying to sell a back brace and content. An ad might be, hey, you have a back problem, you're trying to sell a back brace. A content would be like common back problems that people experience. And the reason people experience these common back problems is because they're sitting in an office all day for 8 hours and they don't exercise, etc. You see, that's different. Because when you're doing content like that, and I would say that's educational-based content, you're giving the viewer an interesting fact. Have you experienced back problems before? And a lot of people, you're not alone. X amount of people in the United States experience this back problem. And one of the most common reasons why is because they're sitting at an office all day for 8 hours on a chair that doesn't have this type of support. Many Americans deal with this problem. And then you don't mention that you sell back braces. Oh, and then you do that and you build awareness and you really showing people that type of value because they're learning something. And then later on they find out, oh, by the way, yeah, we also sell really high quality back braces that can help alleviate this problem too. See, that's powerful. that just goes to show, and they might find that out because they're going on your page and you have your website there, and they click that out of curiosity, and they can find out through serendipity, right? That's how they find out you sell back braces when you haven't even talked about your back braces. You're just talking about the back problem, and you're just offering interesting facts. Or you could say, hey, there are many different ways of alleviating back pain. You can do yoga, you can do stretches, you can eat healthy, you can exercise. Oh, and by the way, one thing that we do is we have our own back braces. That's something that helps too. Yeah, that's an other layer, right? You know, and it's funny enough, Gary Vee talks about this. Jab, 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 right hook.